It's just Danny up here by himself trying to make it happen. Is he going to get the 2-pack? Did he get the kill on the tower? Doesn't look like he does. Tower wrapping around, living by his gun on that opposite side here, Rich.
Yeah, I'm not sure who's in front of the Snake Eye for the Hurricanes, but when Danny was shooting cross at the tower, he should release highway and got him. Nice.
Oh, nice little react there as the Hurricanes. That was Pate coming up.
Pate,
yeah, Pate. So consistent. Didn't freak out. Now we're going to do a little tactical retreat, get back to that Aztec, the insert bunker, snake side.
Good comms, communicates when he retreats. Yeah, I would like to have seen him go there a little bit earlier, but he made it, so good on him. 3-on-1, Matty?
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, as we were watching that battle here with Danny, he also looks like he lost a couple other bodies. Still one player left alive in the box here, snake side, for Columbus level, but I think that might be it. You can see Hurricanes just not feeling any pressure in their bunkers.
And they should concede this point, right? Hurricanes are obviously going to win this point. They're already up a point, and they just kind of wasted 30 seconds there for Columbus level.
Oh. Well, that's one that Level's going to want back. Level's going to want that one back. It was just Askren as the last body. Danny was
in their snake.
Completely in their snake. He was as far up as you possibly could go without fully committing, but just lost too many players behind him. So survivability, a little bit of an issue here in point number 2.
For sure.
For Columbus level.
Taylor getting a look for Infamous.
His points are going pretty quick, though.
Yeah, Callie's out there, too. Yeah, I feel like they always start off quick Friday morning, right? Even if it's a slow field, Friday morning, everyone's a little bit loose, aggressive, hungry, fresh.
Mm-hmm. Los Angeles Infamous down by 1 here early to the Bears. Bears will now be on the red side. And on the breakout, our drone shot, our eye in the sky, and a huge bite on the D side for Infamous. And it looks like he's going to be taking the walk, so...
4-on-4, Matty.
Yeah, 4-on-4. Both teams losing a body.
Infamous not taking the snake on the break, which is kind of a new look. Almost all the teams out here are taking snake on the break. So they've kind of put themselves in a tough situation. They do have Snake Corner, and they do have Thomas Taylor in the insert bunker, but no one in the snake as of yet for Infamous. 4-on-4. Bears 2 snake side, 1 back center, 1 to Dorito, big Dorito.
Yeah, a little better field position here for the Bears as Altamore in the snake, in snake 1. And doesn't have anyone out wide yet. It was Sester that took the walk, one of the 2s and 3s typically for the Bears.
Yeah, Infamous now in the snake 1, Matty.
Yeah, Sester's been playing real good too, so that's a good kill right now for Infamous. And looks like they lost Sam Silberg, so he was a pickup coming over in the offseason, beginning of this year. One of the best players on Columbus level, deciding to take the offer, head over to Infamous, and look really fast, running all the way to D4 essentially off the break. But so still 4-on-4, but Infamous now in the snake.
Doing surgery on its gun.
A little bit better field position still, though, for the Bears, as Altamore's going to crawl up to the 50-yard line.
And Infamous got 3 guys over here snake side, only 1 on the D side, Matt. And that D side guy is looking snake side. So this might be an opportunity if the Bears can get that read to start pushing some more pressure down the D side. Yeah,
it's just going to be a little bit tougher here for Infamous because they don't have outside contain. So Altamore's at the 50. He has a back player behind him at that stand-up, the logistics, the Landry logistics can. Such a crucial position because having that player behind you, there's no one in his mirror, so he can wrap around and really just try to focus his own effort on trying to put a lot of pain here on Infamous inside. But cutting through the highway, so I like the...
Saw a lot better.
Yeah, that was Zach. I think that's Zach Patient making a very crafty move inside.
Back, baby.
He couldn't go down the sideline.
Couldn't go down the sideline.
No, couldn't go down the sideline. I mean, Altamore's posted that way. His back player's posted that way, so if he wanted to move up, he had to go inside. Nice little move from Patient. Patient looking inside right now.
I thought he was going to go all the way highway and get him out and jump in, but he was a little bit cautious, sat back. First couple points, you know, you don't want to make any mistakes.
Yeah, and Dorito 2 is looking this way, too. So
I feel like this really just slowed down. I think someone screwed us with a fast point.
Here comes the attack now on the D side. First to go is going to be on the D side for the Bears. The gun shift, and Altamore launches as well. We're going to see our first penalty of the tournament. It's going to be a minor. It looks like assessed on Patient. That's going to pull out Thomas Taylor, and as the dust settles, it does appear that the Bears are going to be putting up their second point here, unless we lost the last body here for Infamous. Now I see a sea of Infamous jerseys walking off, and we are going to have a concession, so Nice little 1-2 combo there. D-side launches
nice.
first. Altimore sees it. He launches as well as the guns turn, and they kept enough bodies alive. All you need is one body left alive to hit that buzzer.
Well, I think the problem there for Infamous is they had 3 guys on this side against 2 guys, right? And the Bears had the corn and the snake. They had 3 guys. They only had 1 D side, and the 3 guys on the snake side didn't take the ball and be like, oh, we've got to push through this side, otherwise the Bears are going to beat us. Even though we're down, down on position. It's a whole thing.
It's a thing.
Man, looking pretty good. Hurricanes are looking good. Bears are looking good.
Yeah, points are going kind of quick, though. That last one was a little bit longer. It's always the question, too, right? How quick are the points going to go? Quick points means we're going to see a lot of them, which typically means hopefully you guys have been doing your cardio and have a deep roster. It doesn't look like it's going to be too hot out here. A little outside of Chicago for this weekend. Let's cross our fingers that the weather holds.
4 on 5, Matty. Level drops first guy attacking the wing on the snake side.
Yeah,
Hurricanes all the way across the back, and this is what I was afraid of when I first saw this field. Hurricanes, damage, and impact. If they play these 5 spots, Matt, it's going to be really hard for anybody else if they get any kind of lead.
Yeah, like just talking about that, how quick is the field going to play? How much defense can you play on a field? When you have 2 huge stand-ups in the back corner bunkers, typically, and a really nice back center as well, too, typically, it's a strong defensive position.
100%.
And when you have a team like the Hurricanes that played it pretty fast to start it out, win a couple points, up a couple points. They're still pushing the issue, though. They're into Snake 2 right now.
Yeah, to me, if you're in Snake 1, the corners, that tower over there, and either one of those wings, man, you could have 10 guys on one side of the field. It'd be really hard to get through that gap.
Well, it looks like the rookie getting a spin here for level. Ian Rolfson here in Snake 2.
Where'd he come from?
I'd have to check my notes. But with no Damian Ryan here, this is a big moment for him. Heard he played really well. Overextension a little bit here for the rookie.
Kind of have to go, right? Down by 2, you're in the snake with a guy 1 notch away from you. You got to go get him, right?
I'm not going to knock him too. If he's playing aggressive, that's his job right now. He's an aggressive snake.
I agree.
I mean, he did have 10 minutes to work with, and yeah, they're down points, but only 10 minutes to work with. That's a lot of time to work with here.
Yeah, you got a guy behind you. If he's telling you to go, you go.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with that.
Especially when he's an up-and-coming guy, right? You got to start cutting your teeth, making mistakes so you can learn from them. And it's better to learn on Friday than it is to learn on Sunday. Good move up on the D side over there from Hurricanes, again with all 5 players left alive. Level down to Snake Corner, what we're calling the juice box over here at Snake side.
Man, I like this.
Tower on the D side.
I do like the look for the Hurricanes, though, Rich. They take some safe spots. They did risk bodies out wide. Everyone makes it alive, and then they take some ground.
Yep.
Shoot a body. They're looking real good. And then now search and probing up in that center. No Stuart Ridgel here for the Hurricanes at this event.
Yeah, they said that they felt like they were playing so well they didn't really need him this event. They gave him the event off. I thought that was really respectful.
He's got one of those pesky ankle issues that...
Well, Matt, when you're carrying the team all the time, it hurts your ankles. I really like that move up to the center there in that center 50 wing. And again, Level's in a position with 2 on 5, down by 2 points. You might want to just concede this point, save a few seconds, and get back in this next point.
Yeah, again, still a little bit of time to work with. I think Travis is just letting it go. And as we've just talked about, and we're going to continue to talk about, this is a field where you should be able to pull off a few 3 on 5s.
For sure.
Especially if it's just 4 on 5.
If you're in the right spots.
Yeah, and if you have time. So, we're going to see some quick concessions out here. We always do. But I do feel like this is a field that you can just let your guys play it out a little bit if you have the time to work with, to see if somebody can pull off a gunfight win, make a nice little move here, and make something happen.
This is the closest thing we've had to a traditional field in probably 2 or 3 seasons. So it might take guys a little while to figure it out.
Good communication from both squads.
Okay.
Everyone talking it up. Another move here is the Hurricanes 50-yard line in the middle and 50-yard line on that D side. Pate still in Snake 2.
And this kind of illustrates the difference in levels. Yeah, as Level loses another point. The difference in levels, right? So if this is Impact or one of the really, really top teams, they probably close this out a little bit quicker, right? It takes the Hurricanes a little bit longer to close it out because they have that defensive mind. They lose their first body. 4 on 1. Man, yeah. Hurricanes looking really, really good. Surviving the breakout, completely controlling the tone and the pace of the match.
Yeah, great move getting Pate in, and he was very smart in the snake, not overextending. Bell with the nice move up the center at the right time, and then they made the move into the 50 on the Dorito side. He pops the top and gets the kill on Cranmer for level. It was just a well-executed, like the game plan. Execution was perfect on the game plan. They're now 3-0.
Second or third gear, right? They're not even really, really pushing, right? They're just like, hey, this is our paintball. This is the style we want to play. And we're kind of forcing you to play our style of paintball.
In the pits here, with the Hurricanes. Let's listen in real quick. Yeah, it's so calm in the pits. There's Mike Bianca.
Get ready.
Well, it's also easy to be calm when you're up by 3, right?
Yeah, totally.
Let's hear that speech when you're down by 3. Both teams snake on the break, Maddie. 5 alive for both teams. Very similar breakouts.
Yeah, doubling up that back center for the Bears. Bears up by 2, trying to create a kill from that back center. That back center does have a lot of good shots.
Yeah, it does. It has good shots on the break, and then it has good shots on the D side after the break. But the key is taking the snake and getting that snake corner. If those two guys can get those spots and work together, it's really hard to take them out of there.
Jonah Jamro's
Bears
as
lose
the,
twos, Maddie. 5-on-3 advantage, Infamous.
yeah, they got a shot on one of those back players, and they're going to try to filter out who's the D side. Actually, Bears losing 2 bodies
Yeah, 3-on-5.
here pretty quick, and a third one coming out of the snake. It is
5-on-2.
looking real solid here for Infamous to get on the board.
And to me, the difference is Infamous has got 3 guns up here, snake side, and they're pushing forward on the snake side.
Just won some gunfights here in this one. Infamous traditionally can get off to a little bit of a slow start.
Yep. 4-on-1. Jonah's about to get the last 2 kills. Gets the first, gets the second.
Ooh, the guy traded with Jonah. Jonah did not like that. He's like, "We gonna see a penalty?"
Bro.
Like, nah, Jonah, you just kind of. You
shot
guys,
ball.
you guys, yeah, you
Shot
guys
ball, it's good.
handled that point very nicely.
Exactly how Matt and I would have done it. Exactly. I mean, obviously, we would have done it a little faster, but
Yeah, not so much. So Nate Schrader gonna get in there, get checked out by the ref here for Infamous. Thumbs up from the ref means the point is good. And there's Schrader jogging off. Good to see Nate back. He's been struggling through shoulder injuries for years.
I know you have a lot of juice in the industry. Do you think we could outlaw the little head bun thing, the little ball on the top of the head thing?
Look, I'm bald, so I'm not going to be saying anything. You still
Well,
have your hair.
You should.
I can't.
You should lead the
I
charge.
like Nate's hair.
It's like
a
they're
little
bragging
jealous.
that they have more hair than you.
I'm a little jealous. I like his hair because he has hair. I don't. You still have your hair. So if you would like to do, you got some juice
I don't
too.
have the juice you got.
That's it. You can do that.
If I had the juice, there'd be no man buns out there. I'll tell you that right now. Or if you got shot in it.
You used to have
the
long
5
hair.
for 1. Yeah, not on the top of my head, a little ball.
I don't know.
Chick.
There might be some pictures around.
I hope not.
That's that they actually went 100 on.
This is Travis Szymanski with his boys.
Jonah shot him from the stake. He didn't dive. He ran and dove to it, but the other time he crawled. Okay. He seems
Jumping into this next one. With our eye in the sky here on the breakout.
Snake on the break for both
Yeah,
teams,
we're going to
Maddie.
see a steady dose of this. Both teams, everyone seems to be really pushing it here, getting in the snake off the break, and only a couple bodies coming off early is.
It's the exact same guy from the exact same both teams.
Yeah.
Both died going that Dorito.
Yeah, both teams losing a body from the D side, trying to get into that Dorito.
Infamous feels it though. Infamous a little bit advantage, push up that D side because nobody for the Hurricanes got back out there.
Yeah, level.
Level, sorry.
It's a little early. It's all good.
Also, their jerseys I feel like are too similar.
I like these new white throwback jerseys for Columbus level. Looking crisp out there. So here comes Bell's going to get out of that back center for the Hurricanes. Going to move up. We're looking over the shoulders here. Oh, tough death out of that back corner. So Danny's going to lose his
You
back
gotta
player
stay
again.
alive there. That's so crucial.
Yeah, look, that's a gunfighter's paradise. It's going to be very difficult to stay alive in that Landry Logistics can. However, the teams that keep their bodies alive back there the most and are the most proficient in controlling zones from that back corner are going to be the teams winning games out here. So I think that was Hollowell taking the walk. Going to have to tighten it up a little bit.
Tighten it up. One of the things I thought that was funny is different layouts, different teams, but some of the teams had their snake guys in the corner, right, playing the support position. And it was funny watching those guys who were really, really good in the snake, not loading with their gun up, not communicating to the tape just because they're kind of out of position a little bit. Hurricanes just need to drop the hammer on Danny here at snake side, get this point over with. They've got a snake corner, they got a snake, so they can easily just come out and trade with him.
Yeah, another body coming off for level from the D side.
Levels down to 2, Matt. 2 on 4.
I can't see
Or 3
D3.
on 4. Maybe D3 still hot.
2 for sure. And I think I just saw D3 move. I'm not sure.
Again, Level's got to, if Level drops one more body here, they've really got to look at conceding this point. Saving some of that clock management.
Yeah, just 2 bodies for level right now.
Yeah, so they might want to just concede. Well, Hurricane should just run the snake guy down and trade out. And then, and Level should concede.
Well, if you can't lose your first one big. I would say concede the point. You still have 6:20 left. That's enough time to score 4 points. But Level already is in a position where they can't be throwing away a 6-0 loss because that means they have to go and blow somebody out. Hurricanes one of the top teams in this division. The Saints are in this division, and they've struggled to win games out here. But you also have to expect that pretty much everyone else will be getting wins against the Saints as well, too. We'll see. Maybe things have changed for them. Every tournament's a
We can hope.
new chance. And, yeah, again, the Hurricanes are sitting 2 in this division behind Damage. It's Damage, Hurricanes, Diesel, Level, and Saints. This is a tough bracket, though, because Diesel's underperformance in the beginning of the year. Yeah, they made Sunday at the last one, but anytime the brackets get set and you have Diesel in the 3rd tier in your bracket.
That's a tier 3 team, yeah. Anytime you have a top pro team as a tier 3, it's trouble. Messes up the whole division.
Well, Infamous going to dig into the snake off the break. Looks like the Bears not going to go snake off the break. And then Infamous going to filter out wide. Thomas Taylor still got some wheels, makes it out alive to the back corner bunker, and with Pate right in front of him.
I think that's Zach, and Zach needs to go all the way down the field. There's no one in the snake. There's no one in the snake corner. And when there's no one in the snake and no one in the snake corner, that's the other team's telling you that it's okay to come into their snake.
Yeah.
That's the invitation.
Yeah, Patient. I think Patient knows now. Patient really looks like he wants to hit the deck and crawl up.
And that's what he should be doing. Now they filled the snake and it's too late. He's just wasted that opportunity. He's playing defensively from an offensive position.
They know he's there.
Yeah.
They know that Altimore's in the snake right now.
Stay alive, right? Just sit there and stay alive.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like the Bears. I can't see who this is at the box. He wants to get out. There he goes. Okay, I was like, his body language is telling me he wants to make that move.
Such a crucial fill.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like this. I like the spot they have.
Yeah.
If they can get out to the back corner with the lead, looking pretty solid right now here for the Bears.
Yeah. Now if they just lock it up and play it hard, it's gonna be tough for Infamous to push through. It's up to the Bears to not make a mistake. They've got the positions they need to be in. See if they can execute.
Yeah, it is up to Infamous to push into these guns. Real nice spread for the Bears, though. Snake 2, they got the wedge. Wedge looking at Patient, trying to keep him honest over here. Thomas trying to initiate a gunfight down the sideline, but getting beat back in. Actually, both players are looking inside from that back corner bunker.
Yeah, both they just prioritizing staying alive, right?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be in a gunfight all game long in that back corner bunker. Everyone can shoot at you.
A lot of Matt. 3 here, 3 over there in kind of these similar positions, with a few different changes. And whichever team can first shoot out that wing, then shoot out that corner, they're going to leave that snake guy vulnerable, and that's going to be the match. Infamous moving from the tower on the D side into D1 over there. Looking inside. Altimore shooting Tate down the Tate. You got Callie. And,
ooh, they got the kill. That's a bad death for Altimore. You have a lead. No reason to waste your body right there. No one coming off. And Altimore knows it too. He doesn't really have a lot of those coming off, shaking his head.
Yeah, and here goes Infamous pushing down D side now. Still 4 on 5, but Infamous is now all the way in the 50. They shoot.
Oh, that's a great kill from that 50-yard line.
3 on 5 now. Advantage Infamous as they take the 50 snake. Zach Patience now on their Bears side of the field. Thomas Taylor's behind him, telling Zach to go to work, go to work. There's 2 in the back for the Bears, 1 in the Doritos, so 3 on 5 advantage here for Infamous.
This is a crucial close for Infamous to try to tie this game up. Time starting to tick off the clock, 5:35 left to go. Real good communication back and forth. Callie Rudolph, always good at the communication. He's going to actually get out and go with Thomas. Okay, Thomas needs some bullets. So Callie's going to give him a pod. Thomas can now shoot his gun again.
Callie's always got a solid 13, 14 pods on his back, so he's a good depot out there.
He is definitely a good ammo depot. He always comes prepared and loaded up with
clips? Yeah,
tons of clips. Body coming off in that back corner bunker. Looking good here for Infamous. And there goes Thomas on the close. And that is going to do it. So Thomas coming from the snake side to close. I think that was Sam Soberg who started it off on that D side. Gets into that 50-yard line, gets the crucial kill inside. It did start, though. The house of cards started falling with the bad death from Altimore in the snake.
Yep, for sure.
So, again, that snake is just so crucial. If you lose the snake battle, somebody's going to have to be a hero for you to win that point.
Well, and it's super important to understand where you're at in the match so you understand how to play, right? Like, if you're down by points, you play a certain way. If you're up by points, you play a certain way. And he obviously obviously wasn't playing as if he was up by 2 points with the most important bunker on the field.
It was started off 2 unanswered for the Bears, now 2 unanswered for Infamous to tie this game up. Different story in this Hurricanes Columbus level match, and with what anytime you play Hurricanes are a tough match now. It doesn't matter who you are, one of the best teams in the world. It doesn't matter. It's going to be a tough match. But I did think with how well that Level was playing last weekend at practice against some really top-level teams, thought we were going to see a good showdown. They still have 3 games to work with, and they still have time left in this one. You cannot lose this game big.
Let's just say what it is. They cannot win a match without Damian Ryan. 4-on-5 advantage here for Level, shooting out the.
Well, they did take third without him, but that was a year ago.
Yeah, I'm just joshing. 4-on-5 advantage here for Level.
This is the moment right here for Level, Rich. They got a body here in the snake, body at the wedge, and now filtering out back corner bunker at the Landry Logistics bunker. Well, one of our new sponsors here. Shout out to Landry Logistics.
Sorry, Matt. This is a great point, too, because the Hurricanes are going to illustrate whether or not you can play the pocket on this field successfully, right? They only tried one guy outside. He got shot. They decided not to go. Now Level's in their snake and can shoot 4 guys if he knows what to do.
Well, Danny had a free kill from that spot on the can. Ooh, and Bell, uncharacteristic death out of a back spot for Bell. Oh, just Danny's going to make a pay right now. There's 1 for Danny. There's 2 for Danny. Danny with a nice little move here, getting on the board, has given away money from Pate Smith Law. $500 at stake for move of the prelims, and that's one of the better ones that we've seen out here so far as we're just getting things kicked off at this tournament. A lot of paintball to play today.
It looked a little ugly there for a second when he came up, had those 2 guys.
No one else has got the 3-pack yet from that spot.
And then went forward.
Hey, it doesn't even look pretty. I'll give him a little bit. This might be our first argument. I don't think that looked too bad.
No. I mean, for someone at your level, it wouldn't be bad at all. But for someone at his level,
you're right. It was Rich Graceful Telford. I forgot that was your middle name.
Yeah.
You named your oldest daughter after how you used to play. Very graceful.
Yeah. They'd call me Mr. Grace.
It's not. Your gunfighting was graceful.
No, not really that. That was pretty sloppy too. Just kind of sloppy all over. I surrounded myself with really, really good people. Certainly the key to my success. Bears breaking out from the blue side, Infamous from the red side. All of a sudden, we got ourselves a match, Matty.
We do.
At 2-0, it didn't look like we were going to have a match, but at 2-2, looks like we got a real good match.
Yeah, Infamous making this one interesting here. See if they can keep it going. They do have the momentum as we are under 5 minutes to go. Our eye in the sky shot is looking like getting checked out. That back corner bunker for the Bears. Bears on the blue side right now. Infamous on the red side.
Yeah, a lot of guys are going to that big Dorito on the break and losing their first guy attacking over there. Bears chose to take the snake corner instead of the snake. Infamous decided to take the snake instead of the snake corner. We'll see how this battle plays out. Advantage now for Infamous as they fill the snake as well. So 2 players on the snake side for Infamous, giving them a big advantage. Brett Messer filling from the back center up into the juice box and now into the wing. So 3 players now snake side for Infamous as the Bears Baltimore gets into snake. So 2-on-3 advantage over here for Infamous.
Yeah, and Infamous slightly better field position here in the snake with Jonah. Jonah Jamro's at snake 2, and Jonah's Jonah's getting really good.
He's getting really good, but they're also super, super confident in him. I talked to several of the players and the coaches, and they're like, hey, he's great now, but we all think in 2 or 3 years he's going to be special.
Well, he's got these really quick, he's obviously an athlete, but he's got these real quick reflexes on his gunfight.
Yeah, and I talked to his dad about it. He thinks it's the chocolate chip cookies. He thinks the mom making the chocolate
Family
chip cookies
does make some delicious cookies.
Has given him the advantage. Baltimore crawling back from snake 2 to snake 1, Matt, kind of more of a defensive position there. That snake guy can look inside, and it's really hard to bunker him when he's all the way back to snake 1 looking inside.
Yeah, Jonah is just zoned up on this D side right now from the 50-yard line. He's getting some help with Nate Schrader making a nice move. Actually, a double pack of players over there on the D side moving up as Russellback's going to go to the 50 untouched, and Sester taking the walk here. Tough death for Sester is starting to get pinched out.
Yeah,
but that's just Infamous is beating him to the punch on the offense.
I think the big thing here, Matty, is that the Bears shifted to a defensive posture, and once they stopped attacking the snake, they stopped losing points, and they haven't gone back to that posture yet.
Well, and then when they had Baltimore in the snake, he died out of that spot. So
he was playing defensively when he died.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you, and I like that they put him in there, but they're we went up a couple points. Let's lock up the zones. We got this, boys. It's like 5 alive to their spots. I don't know if the field can be played that way. Maybe not. We'll see. You never know until we start shooting the paintballs at each other. But just from what we've heard this weekend, or last weekend coming from the practices, that, yeah, you can play a little bit of defense on this field, but not if the other team's playing really well in the offense. And that's what we're seeing out of Infamous, man. They look real good across the board. 3 unanswered for them right now. The D side, they have multiple bodies. Schrader's playing well. Brusselback's playing well. Silberg's playing well. They're snake guys. They have multiple bodies in the snake. Patience playing well. Jonah, I mean,
they're winning the snake battle.
Yeah, other than if we just throw away those first couple points, and again, Infamous likes to get off a slow start, these last 3 have been very good.
Well, I think the slow start was more because the Bears were attacking the snake. Now they're not attacking the snake, and Infamous is, and I think that's a big pendulum swing.
Well, the Bears are going to have to go back to some offense here, as they're now down by 1. Level back to the wall right now, finally on the board. Stop a shutout in the bleeding, but going to have to keep it up. Down by 3. Level here on your screen from the red side. And from the blue side, going to the snake off the break. The Hurricanes, looks like Ripple might have caught a bouncer. Referee going to get in there, check him out. Nope, actually it broke. So he's going to be taking the walk. Looks like...
Not seen a lot of guys get shotgun snake on the break now.
Yeah, Level also might have caught a bouncer. They ended up losing a body, but from the D side. So 4 on 4. 4 on 4
for Level.
Yeah, a little bit better field. It's better field position in the snake for Level with the body alive, but Camp for the Hurricanes is inside at that wedge. Tough thing is, though, with no one out wide for the Hurricanes and no one in the snake, that no one can see where he's crawling right now. As long as he doesn't touch any of those bunkers, he can get all the way down to their side untouched. And I think is this the rookie here for Level? I think this is Ian. Oh, he doesn't know there's a body at the wedge.
He's about to.
Camp just checked off on the other side, though. If Camp was posted this way, he would have got a free kill. Okay, now he's posted this way.
I think Camp's just getting as tight as he can. If he just goes into that little wing, he's got the back shot on him.
Yeah, Ian came up for just a second, and I thought that... I don't know if actually... Maybe Camp...
He saw him.
Yeah, did he see him? Okay. Yeah, he just tucked in. So Camp's going to push up into the mini wall. He has to risk his body in order to get that kill, but that guy had to die. He had to shoot Ian. That was a nice move from Camp.
Yeah, it was great. Hurricanes now 3 across the back. We call that the 2-3-4. That's the tower on the Dorito side, the back center, the juice box on the snake side. If you were to list the bunkers 1 through 5. Oh, bad death over there for Level attack on the D side. 2 on 3 advantage now for the Hurricanes. I'm sorry, 2 on 3 advantage. Oh, Level's back in their snake again, though. Level's doing really good.
He saw the fill. Hollowell saw that fill out wide and took cover at the perfect moment, but now he's going to get run down, so that was a great job by Pate. Nice fill out for Pate. Pate saw Hollowell crawl up, and you see Hollowell's frustrated. He's shaking his head thinking, oh, man.
Oh, man.
That's a tough one. But also, everyone else died around Hollowell, so unless he shot everybody, because there were still 3 more guys that he needed to kill. Hurricanes are looking good, Rich.
Hurricanes are looking really, really good.
When you look at their game plans, Mike does such a good job with that squad, right? But their execution of those game plans, one of the reasons they're getting to be a scary team is, like, what did Camp and Pate just do, right? They're in a tough spot. The other team has the snake, and they have to find a way to deal with that and get creative and utilize that, high-level timing that they've really developed. So, they are really developing really nicely, and it's not going to surprise anybody to see the Hurricanes on Sunday. Yet again, the question, if that is the case, though, is that are they ready to actually go deep? Are they ready to make it to a semis, to make it to a finals, to maybe win the tournament? And they're probably wondering that right now too.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're like, yeah, we're definitely ready. But until you actually do that, we don't know if it's possible.
Again, Infamous on the snake. Again, Bears not going to the snake, choosing to hold up, work their way in. Baltimore's now in the snake. Bears attacking on the D side. They get to the 50 brick over there. Infamous loses their first attacker that side.
Yeah, you can see what we were just talking about. Left-handed, right-handed, doesn't matter for Jonah. He's really good at controlling these zones down the sideline. And then Baltimore, it looks like he's getting chased by the ref. He might have caught one. Referee checking that inside and trying to pull him out. Baltimore does not want to come out. It's going to get a minor for that. Baltimore not happy about that. It's going to make Jonah's life real easy over here. Barrett's going to push up.
Yeah, if they communicate to Jonah what happened, he should just go down the field and win this point. It's tough to lose bodies out here, too, with all the big bunkers like we always talk about in the middle. Unless you see him coming off the field, you're not really sure.
4 unanswered points from LA Infamous right now with just 1 minute and 43 left to go in the game time. So Yeah, nice move from Messer as well, too. For second, man, Messer keeps getting more and more fit.
Yeah,
More and more jacked. I'm like, wow, they look really fast. Was that? No, it was Messer. Yeah, he's good on you.
He's extra light right now because he just came back from Paris with COVID, so he's sick for a few days. Actually, I don't think he got the COVID. He just got the cold. So he's extra light. But yeah, it moves really well and plays really well up the middle in that blocking position.
Messer's been working to get playtime on that team I just love when I see that, right? Guys that are willing to commit to the grind,
100%.
great team guys.
I'm not there yet. Okay, what do I got to do?
Exactly.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do.
And then now he's been really working himself into some playtime and doing well.
Definitely a solid piece of that team.
Yeah.
Let's see if Hurricanes decide to attack or just play defensive here. Defensive it is. 5 inside the pocket. They shoot 1 out. Danny takes the walk. Level all the way to the Dorito 50 on the break. 5-on-4 advantage for the Hurricanes as they take the 50 snake. Hurricanes lose their first player out of this Dorito corner. Levels now onto the Hurricane side of the field over there in the Doritos mat. They get another kill. 3-on-4 advantage for Level as they push through. Level loses another player. So 3-on-3. Oh, Pate gets shot. Yeah, that guy in the Doritos wrecking house.
Yeah, the D side here answering for Columbus. Level just throws a hand grenade, comes through, and at least 3 bodies walk off on that move. That's definitely on the list of best moves we've seen out here so far in the prelims.
1 on nobody. Looks like Level's going to get another point. That was a little bit of a bloodbath there. Level went all the way into Hurricane side of the field, got in their Doritos, shot 3 guys.
Yeah, nice way to stay alive and win that last one for Hollowell. But who was it on the D side? We got this big glare here this morning. I think that might have been Pate. Yeah, that was Pate. Good job, Pate. I mean, he was with the swiftness all the way down, just saw the move and made it, and 3 bodies. I didn't know if he shot all 3 of them or pushed them into the guns, but still, it was Pate on that D side that really helped Level.
He got the key kill on the Dorito corner, which allowed him to go from the 50 brick into Hurricane side of the field and get those other 2. He got at least 3 kills.
Well, we were, talking about how snake dominant this field is, but everyone that I was talking to yesterday and as leading up to this event, one of the things we also, on a very snake-heavy field with so much attention and bodies being put that way, you're going to be having big heroic moments for some intelligent, aggressive D-side attackers like we just saw to Justin Pate, and that also is going to be a big story here at this tournament. Who are going to be those guys at the right moments? But when you look at the top teams right now, which we'll see this afternoon, but say the way Chris Shear's been playing, he could be really huge for Dynasty. And the impact gets Dalton Vanderbilt back. So Dalton could be absolutely huge for him, but you have to be careful on the D side.
This is a very Dalton-esque Dorito side.
Infamous is playing very well on the D side as well, too, with multiple bodies.
Yeah, if you don't have one solid gun there on one solid gap on the D side, or if you do and that guy gets shot or put in, big move over there. Russell back with a big bite on the D side for Infamous. Infamous also takes Snake again. Referee running in to check inside player there. Is that Altimore maybe in that wing? Yeah, he's eliminated. Oh, no, that's Greg. Greg taking the walk there for the Bears. Gets in spin and gets shot on the break.
Yeah, these past 4 points, the Bears keep losing a crucial body here and a crucial body there. Yep. And like you said, just they're kind of, they went a little defensive and they're just grinding their gears on the offense right now. But winning some gunfights here, it looks like Messer going to be taking the walk. Jonah Jamrose, though, who's been outstanding here in the Snake, and he's going to get a free kill. Hey, that's just a tough one. Hey,
I thought he was going to get him, and I was like, wow, that's such a good move because he just shot 2 guys.
But they need 2 points, and they need 2 points in a minute. So I cannot blame that player at all for trying to make that aggressive move. He just didn't know Jonah was at that part of the Snake.
I think it's 3-on-2 advantage, Infamous, Matty. Bears have both the corners. Nope, 3-on-3 as the Bears move into Infamous' side of the field. Brusselback gets shot. Is it a trade, or did he get him clean?
Referee in there checking out the player for the Bears.
He's clean, Matt.
Yeah, he's clean. Just gotta push the issue here.
Bears going to win this point.
35 seconds on the clock here. Jonah Jamrose still alive, ripping a lane down that sideline or towards that D side.
That guy in the corner from the Bears needs to play paintball right now. Jonah's 100% across the field shooting. It's a 2-on-1, and the guy in the corner's just been hiding this whole game.
So Scotty Graham able to get in and execute Jonah Jamrose, and it was looks like GJ Sakaguchi was the one on that G side. So great aggressive move from GJ coming through. He got that kill, bunkered him out clean, stayed alive.
He was the second.
Was he? Well, still, but he came through to make that. I think he was the one that came through and stayed alive.
I think he followed. I think
second through?
Shot, yeah.
Okay.
And he filled right up and picked up the gunfight with GJ.
I do agree, though, that, Scotty could have pushed the issue a little bit quicker. I don't know if he, I hope he can see the clock from that angle. I'm not sure, but didn't maybe know that there was that short of time. They're still going to have a little bit of time to try to tie this game up, but it's getting close.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, they able to keep it with a 1-point match right now. That's not a bad loss.
If you're going to lose, you want to lose by 1.
I really want to run here, man.
Yes. I'll run this scene.
This seam right here.
I think we should really have somebody run.
They're coming up with the quick play.
Maybe I'll
Every
just run
every
into
team's
somebody
going to have
run
that.
through. I'll run into
Okay, we have to score a
somebody
point in 15 seconds. What lanes are we running through? The staggered attack.
And shoots all the way to Snake. Danny gets in there live. Danny's so athletic. Oh, no, he got caught. No, he's fine. Yeah. Ran and shot the whole way to Snake, Matt.
Love to see it. Made it in clean. Might have caught a bouncer. Nick Ripple with the inside and out run to get into the Snake. But with this pretty sizable lead with just 2 minutes left to go, the Hurricanes still pushing the issue a bit, though. Ripple going to get to the 50-yard line as Level going to go up to the Goose Island, one of our new sponsors. Big shout out to Goose Island. They make a delicious IPA, and I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor. I do like that beer.
Yeah, and just so you know, part of the deal is Matt has to drink IPA from the very first match to the last match.
I wish that was the case, but I don't have any Frosty Goose Island right now.
Let's get that in the contract, for God's sake.
Nick Ripple is making his presence known here as he got that kill inside. Still a couple bodies that he needs to work with a minute and 26 seconds left, trying to put up another point. It's still a lot to a little on the scoreboard here, considering the time. Ripple's going to get eaten up.
3-on-1. Hurricanes allowing the player to get to the corner.
Yeah, just one body left alive, back corner bunker here with Askren, and he's going to get taken out. Nothing he could do there. And smart, they didn't concede the point.
And yeah, Hurricanes are smart now, not even hitting that clock, just letting it burn out.
I'm wondering if the Hurricanes are going to let this go down and be nice here with the margin. He's asking, should I hit this? Are we going to let the time expire? Are we good? I mean, they're obviously good as far as the win. Looks like okay. Towel now going to be thrown. Why towel it right then?
I think Level lets that go.
Why towel it?
It's not practice.
If they're being nice and letting you just sit there and take the 4-point loss, because now they have to go play another minute and 14, could be a 5-point loss. Yeah, that's the thing. It's a risk. And again, if you're just watching the sport, thank you guys for tuning in. And at the game of paintball, you have 4 games in the prelims to work with. Point spread is crucial to whether or not only half the teams move on to Sunday. And if you're in that bottom tier of the 10, you have to play in a wild card round, which means you have to win 4 games to win the tournament. Now, it's already been done twice this year, past 2 events, so it's definitely possible. It's more difficult. Well, but that's the spread that we're talking about here, and how Level. Oh, timeout. Maybe call Jonah Jamrose, hitting the afterburners, try to get there. It looks like they're not going to call the timeout. Nope, Jonah made it in.
Youth. Yeah, the longer the event goes, the harder the event gets, right? Because you play your softest team first. And then every team you play after that is a higher-ranked team. So it just gets harder and harder. So if you go out and lose your first point match by 6, 5, 4, whatever, you're like, oh, this is going to be a tough weekend, boys.
Well, the Bears dying on their swords here to try to tie it up, but they were not able to get much forward progression, as just only had about maybe 10 seconds to work with. So final score, just a 1-point match here. But that was a good game from Infamous, really man. They looked really good. I mean, that's one of those on paper. If you go back and be like, oh, close game. But when they got on that big run, they were down 2-0 to start it out. Went on a big run, took a decent lead, and then gave up another one. But still, just a good look for Infamous. And what's good about them is that they have a deep roster. Everyone's playing well.
Yep. And they're illustrating that they understand how to play this field.
Yeah. I mean, they played that D side real nice. Everyone knows the snake's important, and this snake side is not that complicated. But that D side, a little bit more treacherous over there, but they were relentless on that D side. So good job for the skeleton crew here on your screen. Looking pretty sharp so far at the Windy City Major. Still a lot of paintball to play, though, but...
Nope, it's done. Infamous is winning. Hurricanes jogging off the field. I don't know if they're putting another line in or maybe calling a timeout or just checking with Mike.
Well, it's good for Infamous as they have Heat, Aftermath, Bears, and Legion. So they play this one against the Bears, and enough went wrong that they're going to have some stuff to fix. There's some things to talk about.
Perfect match, right?
Yeah. So, but also, solidify the win, and also get some of that mental momentum with having guys play as well as they did when they went on that, run. So, definitely going to be interesting when Infamous ranked second in that bracket, matches up with Houston Heat.
Jonah's definitely playing good for Infamous right now.
This could be the bracket of death because depending on how good with Legion in the bottom tier, I mean, they have four of the best players in the world on that squad.
In the third tier.
Yeah, I mean they have drastically underperformed this year to, to be all the way down.
Nobody wants to draw them though as a tier 4 team for sure.
Yeah, I mean they're 17th place. We haven't seen that in forever. Yeah, so and maybe they'll shock people here at this event.
I hope they do. I feel like right now the Hurricanes are making themselves win from the pocket and not going to the snake, just to make sure that they can do that. If that's the case, that's a really good heads-up call for Mike. If you lose their first attacker snake side.
Ooh, throwing a bowling ball up the center of the field. Is that Ridgel? Oh, Ridgel getting a spin on the ankle. Hey, wow, okay, there you go, Stu. But Hollowell trying to make something happen from the snake side. He gets diced up. Bendo break moment here for the Hurricanes.
What I would have said to him is just go all the way to the corner, because they didn't pick him up until he started dancing around in their snake 3. Use that speed, get to their corner, make something happen, Captain. Level down to just one player left alive, Matty, that over on the D side.
Oh, he really needs to stay alive for this next 5 seconds. I mean, this being a 4-point game instead of a 5 could be massive for him.
Yeah, they could have just lost. If Hurricanes wanted, they would have won that. They could have won that point.
Yeah. It was very gentlemanly of them. So that is going to do it here. The Hurricanes taking a win versus Columbus Level in the first set. And LA Infamous ended up squeaking a win out here, but he looked really good mid-game. Can't wait to see how they match up potentially in the bracket of death with Heat, Infamous, Aftermath, Bears, and Red Legion all the way down in that tier 5. There's Mike Bianca. Yeah, did get a little sloppy at the end. He's not lying. So that's going to do it here. Next up, AC Diesel taking on the Saints and Aftermath taking on Legion. That could be a close match. We'll see what Legion and Aftermath have here at this event. Diesel also looking for a big performance as well, too, warming up against the number 20th ranked team in the Pro Division. We're here at the 2023 NXL Windy City Major. I'm Matty Marshall with Rich Telford here on Go Sports. We'll be back.